welcome to this channel. I'm going to be showing you how to make 100K plus as a crane operator. I'm a NCCO certified crane operator. I've been operating for more than 5 years. I'm also a CDL Class A holder. I got my hazmat endorsement. I've been in the industry for about 6 years now. So if you guys don't know what a crane operator is, basically as a crane operator you operate a telescopic boom crane, you operate a lattice boom crane, or you could be operating a tower crane. Obviously there's all kinds of specialty cranes out there, all type of equipment that are specified for certain jobs, but the three that I mentioned are the main ones that are in the industry. As a crane operator, you have to every day make a multi-point inspection on your crane. Every morning you make a visual inspection, mechanical inspection. You make sure all the components are working well, there's no leaks, anything that's going to cause any sort of accident or breakdown of the crane. You're going to have to make some repairs on the crane, small repairs. You don't have to necessarily be a diesel mechanic to be a crane operator, but you are going to need to know how the overall mechanics work on your crane. So next thing is, are you eligible to be a crane operator? Are you the right fit to be a crane operator? You need to be at least 18 years of age to be a crane operator. You need to go ahead and comply with the substance abuse policy for the NCCO. The NCCO is basically the organization that hands you that license that says that you're qualified to operate a crane. So you gotta follow their policy, their rules, their requirements. You also gotta pass a written exam. You gotta pass a practical exam. Both of these are gonna be exams on whichever crane you're gonna be operating, whether it's a telescopic boom, a lattice boom, or a tower crane. You also are going to need to, I would say 99% of the time, you're going to need to have a Class A license or a Class B license. I recommend that you get a Class A license, and if you want to know how to get your Class A license for free, basically, make sure you watch the video that I made about getting your Class A license for free. And this license, it's not only for cranes. You're going to be able to drive semis, and you're going to be able to drive heavy equipment without any problem. So make sure you check out that video. How do you become a crane operator? I have a very simple system, and this system I learned over the years that it's probably the best and fastest way to become a crane operator, and cheapest as well. Like, it's gonna save you some money. Obviously there's all types of ways you can become a crane operator. You may know somebody that's a crane operator, but step number one for me that's very important is obviously finding who is hiring you, who is needing you. So you gotta find 3 employers that's hiring for crane operators. So go ahead and Google it up, look up what companies are hiring for a crane operator. You have those 3 companies, and you want to be able to have something as a backup. If one company doesn't hire you, then you go to the other one. If you don't like that other company, what their benefits, whatever they're offering you, the type of job, then you're going to be going for that third one. And so if you have 3, you're going to get hired by one of those 3 companies. Once you have your 3 companies, what you want to do is keep those in mind. You want to now get your Class A or Class B license if you don't have it. If you do, you're already way ahead. So you get your Class A license, you go and you get interviewed by one of these three companies if you chose. So you get interviewed. I would go through all three interviews and then, kind of listen to what they offer, what type of job you're going to be doing. Make sure you get with a company that's going to treat you well, that's going to, give you good benefits. Something that you're going to like doing, your schedule. Basically, the work culture is very important as well because, you could be making a lot of money, but, if you're working with people that really don't treat you well, then, it's kind of going to be not worth the money, at least for me. I like to work at a place where they're going to treat you well, they're going to, make sure you're happy with, most of your needs. So you go and get interviewed with all three companies, and obviously you're gonna go and you're gonna tell them, I got a Class A license, or a Class B license, but I'm looking to become a crane operator. I see that you guys are hiring, I'm low capable. You sell yourself, you tell them that you're a responsible person, you got no problem with working a crane. You sell yourself, and if they agree to hire you, they're probably gonna agree to hire you to be a driver first. Most of the time, crane companies or companies that have cranes, they have drivers, and you start off as a driver, and then they're gonna go ahead and potentially give you the chance to be a crane operator. So they'll go ahead and pay for your school. They'll go ahead and pay for your certification. And basically, you'll be able to get certified through them. That's one way of doing it. Now, if you if for whatever reason can't find a company that's gonna certify you, I'm gonna put down below on the description a instructor that certifies you. The course. It varies of which state, what certification you're getting, how many certifications you're getting, the cost. But if you give him a call or you email him, he's going to let you know around how much the courses run for. So usually the course is going to run from $1,000 to like $8,000 for, if you get multiple certifications. I myself have telescopic boom, fixed, and swing cab certification, and I also have articulating boom crane certification. So I have multiple certifications. That way I'm able to work with different cranes because you do need certain certifications for specialized cranes. So I'll give you that information down below. You can contact them. I got certified through him. He's a good instructor, and he's going to give you some good advice. He's been in the field for way more years than I have. So you want to find those three employers. You talk to them about, that you want to be a crane operator. Now, the other option is that you go and you find your local union and you talk to them. They sometimes have apprenticeship programs, so they go and train you. You start off as an apprentice, and they train you to be a crane operator. They give you all the courses. They start you off with a lower wage. They'll probably start you off around $19 an hour. Depending on which union that is, and they'll get you set up. Unions are very helpful because they have very good benefits. They have very good training programs. So I would look up your local unions, operating unions, roofing unions, and have a word with the hiring department to see how they can set you up to be a crane operator. Now, you're not going to be making the 100K right away. You might not. Most of the time, you're not going to be making the 100K right away because it takes a little bit of experience. I'd say you're going to be making those 100K by 2 years of experience after you have that crane certification in your hand. So at first you're probably going to be making around like 60,000, 50,000, 70,000, which is still not bad, for being an entry level crane operator. It's not bad at all. You're going to be working your way up the ladder, and if it's through a union, it's very good because you're building, your 401k, your pension, very good benefits. As a quick recap, you want to find 3 employers that are looking for crane operators. This can be a roofing company, this can be a bridge company that builds bridges, an electricity company, like just a overall crane company. There's all sorts of crane companies that put up signs up on high places. They put up towers, they put up windmills, they put up all kinds of specialty items. You get your Class A license. You go and get interviewed with those 3 employers. You let them know that you want to be a crane operator. You get hired. You work your way. You start talking to all your crane operators that you work with. You ask them how the crane works. You do a lot of shadowing with them. Then you get that training course. It's a 2-week course. You pass that course. Make sure you operate safely, and you make sure you keep that license. You make sure you want to operate safely all the time. A very important step is you want to make sure you operate safe all the time. You don't want to overload your crane. You don't want to set up your crane where you got a lot of mud that's going to sink in. You want to make sure you never force your crane to lift up more than what it's capable of lifting. That's a very important part, because not only as a crane operator, you're not only responsible of the health of your crane, but you're responsible for the health of all the employers, all the people around when you're operating that crane. So, if you lose a load or you hit something with your crane, that could potentially create a lot of damage, money damage, physical damage. Very important responsibility. So you want to make sure you get that very clear, and you do all these steps. More than likely, you're well off to making more than 100K a year in less than 2 years. If you like this video, make sure you comment down below. Make sure you like this video as well. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be posting more